Welcome back, Ladder
Welcome
Climbers Podcast, episode 3.
It's going to be awesome.
We have,
Yeah, tell me.
low-key, I think it might be our best guest yet.
Yeah, 100%.
The
I agree
one,
with that.
The only, Joe
Joe
Waterhouse.
What's going on?
Bro,
Hey.
thank you so much for coming.
Oh, good. I saw your podcast and I was like, you guys are the people that I want to talk to, you know?
Damn right.
The number one DJ, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it. You're
In
being so
Australia?
good to me now.
Australia?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to go world. I'll keep it at Australia
Arguably.
for now.
I'll go arguably.
Arguably the number one DJ in
You're
Australia.
too nice. You're too nice to me.
Man, like, so DJing, what
Yeah.
is like your main thing? Like, what do you DJ? Like,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I DJ all in Surfers Paradise
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
cool.
I'm at like almost every single club in Surfers, which is
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a nuts thing jumping around to all different clubs, all different genres, and just getting to vibe with a whole different crowd at every single
100.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just so much fun. And
Yeah.
now I'm starting to get to like points where I'm getting to go like further, like to Brisbane, Coffs Harbour.
Cool.
Sick.
Like a little bit around the place,
Yeah.
not just on the Gold Coast anymore, which is even
That's
more amazing.
sick. Do you have like a main one? Like, what's it called? Like a residence or something?
Oh,
Residence,
yeah.
yeah.
So pretty much I'm a resident at Lost Kingdom.
Right.
Hey.
But I love jumping around
Right.
to different clubs. So
So how does that work? They don't really care. It's just like, as
it's
long
kind
as
of
you're...
like we've got this little agreement, I
Yeah.
guess, like a little handshake
Yeah,
agreement.
yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, I should get like a couple of shifts a week,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah, right.
But
Cool.
Yeah,
I
that's sick.
still put other clubs
Yeah.
to do, and I do a heap of private parties and weddings and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's like, yeah, I get a fair few gigs at Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
They're my
Yeah.
main ones.
Yeah.
But I still
You
put
still can do
other
other stuff.
things
Yeah.
around, which is awesome because there's some clubs out there that are like, this is at your club, like
Yeah.
this is the only club you can play at, and
Yeah.
that's it. So I'm glad that I get to do whatever.
That's sick.
That's awesome.
Okay. I did some research as I do. Yeah. So you have a new song coming out called Limitless. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, this one's crazy. This
Yeah.
one's really cool because I just had this thing where I was like, I want to get into I just want to do a drum and bass song.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
See where
Yeah.
it goes. And
That's
I
sick.
know Tour by Mackie G
Yeah.
always goes off. If you
Yeah.
drop that one
That's
in any club scene,
Yeah.
you could be at like the 80th birthday party and you drop Tour, like the 80-year-olds get down, you know? Yeah. So I really wanted to like try and copy that. And so this song, it's gonna be like a Mackie G type of vibe.
Cool.
I'm really keen to get it out there, and yeah, it's gonna drop like just before schoolies. So hopefully
Awesome.
that's just
Yeah.
gonna build it.
Schoolies
I'm gonna
anthem.
pump it. Yeah,
Surely.
yeah. So
That'll be
I'm
sick.
keen on getting that one out, and I've had it for like 6 months now.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, but I've just been like, because you listen to it like all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for me, this song's old, and I'm annoyed with it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm over
Just like,
this
all
song.
right, Get it out.
Yeah, but so yeah, finally I showed a couple of people. They're like, "Oh, this is sick. This is awesome."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Okay, let's get it out there. Let's
Done.
do it." So
Yeah.
I finally got around to getting it out. That's probably the worst thing about me. I have all these tracks, but I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't think it's any good, but I need to start pumping out some more
Yeah.
tracks.
Literally,
so.
my gym playlist is just your SoundCloud. Like all your gym mixes and stuff. That's all I listen to.
Yeah,
For sure.
because
I love it.
Yeah, that's sick because actually, like, all my SoundCloud mixes, they're all like very F45 based
Yeah.
or like
Oh,
workout
okay.
based
Yeah.
because that's where I like all started.
Yeah,
at
when I looked at it, I was
F45.
like, no way, this is perfect. It's literally like for a gym.
Yeah.
That's so
So
good.
that's where I like all started, and like so all my mixes have just gone off crazy in
Yeah.
the F45 world.
Yeah.
It's like nuts. like
so good.
I look at the stats and like they're getting played all over the world. Like
That's so
at
cool.
all these different F45s. And I mean, there's probably a heap of mixes
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
that are getting the same thing. But
Yeah.
for like me looking
Yeah,
at that,
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
oh my god.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty sick having all the stats and getting to see all that stuff.
Everything,
And
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into like the present, I first want to know how'd you get into becoming a DJ?
Facts.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much I was always like into like the newest mashups, the newest
Yeah.
mixes and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And like that was just me growing up. I was always into music. I think
Yeah,
at one
yeah.
point people were calling me like Shazam because I just like know songs. Like, yeah, it was just this weird thing where like, you know, everyone knew that I knew all my music. type
Yeah.
thing. And then it came to one like Christmas coming up and my mum was like, hey, like, I think you'll be a good DJ. But she always took it as like a good wedding DJ. Or a good, she didn't think clubs. She was like, oh yeah, Jai's gonna do like a little corporate gig. No, not much like anything dangerous can go on. Like my little sweet boy. And then so yeah, she got me decks, and I think I was like 15 or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, got these decks, and pretty much I had no clue how to work these things.
Yeah.
Got them, gave it a crack. Nothing was happening for me, so I was like, screw this, I'm out. Take them back.
Yeah.
Got rid of them. And then I turned 19 and I met this bloke in Oztag.
Right.
And he was a DJ in the club Platinum.
Right.
And yeah, he was I was just like, oh, I'd love to be a DJ. Oh my God. Like I tried all this stuff. And he was like, hey, if you get some decks, I'll teach you.
Yeah.
And I was like, sweet, like let's do it.
Yeah.
And so I like hit him up straight away, like, tell me like what decks do I get? Told me, bang, got them. And then pretty much he gave me the rundown on what to do, and then I just kept going. And then he was just like, if you got any more questions, look it up on YouTube pretty much. Like YouTube will tell you everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
And so yeah, I legit went through all these videos, finally one video clicked. And then from there, that's when I just kept going.
Yeah.
Next minute I got an F45 gig.
Yeah.
That was through knowing another DJ.
Cool.
I got to do some gigs with him, and then eventually I got to fully take over like this F45.
How good's that? Far out.
Yeah, club, which was F45 Carrara.
Yeah.
That was like my place.
Yeah.
And so I'd do that once a week, and I did that for like 3 years straight.
Far out.
That's so
And
sick.
yeah, the whole time I was like, yeah, I'm ready for the clubs. Like,
Yeah.
let's go. Nothing ever happened. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it was all F45. That's the reason why all my mixes are very F45 based and all that stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I got into it. And then how I got into the clubs was I always got told to make it, you need to produce music. And I'm like,
Right.
no, I'll get known as a DJ first. You know, I'm going to travel Australia as a DJ, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll get into producing. And pretty much J-Dub, he put a course up saying I've got a class, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yep, sweet. I'll sign up to that because clearly 3 years of doing DJing ain't doing anything. So let's do this producing thing that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
And so I jumped onto that course and finished it. And like, I knew a little bit, but not enough. And I was like to J-Dub, I was like, hey, listen, I want to like keep on going. Do you do private lessons? Eventually did private lessons with him for so long.
Yeah.
And then pretty much it came to one of his shifts that he couldn't make. And he's like, hey, I trust you to take it over.
No
like,
way.
you want to
That's
do it?
so
And I'm
sick.
like, I need to be up on J-Dub's level. Like,
Yeah.
people are expecting J-Dub and they're getting this guy. Like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, jumped on, played at Asylum, my first club gig. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is crazy. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Played that and they were like, yeah, you did good. Yeah, sweet. I was there. And so next minute I was J-Dub's filling guy. So
How good's
every
that?
time,
That's sick.
every time a club gig popped up, I was doing like filling in. So
Yeah.
I'd only get it like, you know, every now and then, but it
Yeah.
was something better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
like playing F45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I ended up doing that. And then eventually I just worked my way up. Like it was all about connections at the end of the day, like getting to know the people around, getting to know the management, getting to know everyone there and just showing your face in the club all the time.
Yeah,
And like
the
just making
networking.
sure you're a part of the scene. So
Yeah.
you're not just
Yeah.
a DJ, you're a part of the scene.
Yeah, true.
And I think that's something that I really like put myself out there for. And that's the reason why I'm at so many clubs. It's because I go to all these clubs and I socialize with everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm not like doing it for like only networking
Yeah,
purposes.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I actually become friends with these people.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I
Yeah.
enjoy myself around these people. So
Yeah.
it's always, if you have fun with them, then they go, oh, well, you're a DJ as well. Like, let's chuck you on and
Yeah,
see how
yeah.
you go. And then if you
Yeah.
do well, then they're like, okay,
Sweet.
we'll get you
Yeah.
back. So that's
Sick.
always, that was a crazy journey that it's taken. It's
Yeah.
taken
Yeah.
like 6 years.
Wow,
It took, about 3 to 4 years to get into the club.
Yeah.
And then just to hold the spot in the club is still a massive thing to hold it for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, let's get into the funny stuff. I want to get into the funny stuff. So first of all, I want to know, you might not have one, you might say something, but best getting kicked out of club story. So the best one you've seen
Like
You reckon?
someone
Oh,
getting
the
kicked
best.
out.
I thought you
or
meant
and
me.
you, if you want,
you.
you can do.
I was gonna say if I got kicked out of the club, I was probably blind and I don't even remember. So
can stitch yourself
there's
up.
no story there. But best person I've seen get kicked out of the club. I don't know. Oh, actually, no. We had
There it is.
Yeah, it came to a Sunday night, and these boys, 3 blokes, they were like just charging. They were ready to go.
Yeah.
And they come in, and it's like dead in the club. No one's in there, and they're like, "Yep." They came up and said some song. Let's say it was the Eagle Rock or something like
Yeah.
that. And we're like, listen, it's an R&B club. Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if you don't do it, we're going to take our pants off. And we're like, yeah, rightio. Go on. No doubt they're all in there taking off their shirt, taking off their pants.
No way.
Next minute, security's there like, what are these guys doing? And just like out they go. Just dragged out with like their pants down to their knees. You're out of here. You're done.
Holy
So
crap.
Oh, that's funny as.
yeah. So that was a pretty funny one to watch. But mainly they're all just like, super blind.
Yeah.
If anything, they're
Yeah.
staring at the wall instead of the
Yeah.
crowd. And you're like, all right, mate,
like,
you're done. Yeah.
That's quality.
Yeah.
Absolute quality. The other side. Have you got any like dangerous stories that you can share? Like, because I just mentioned it quickly before, like the dangerous side you've seen in clubs. Has there been any like pretty dangerous, sketchy ones?
No. Like there's some big boys that come in
Yeah.
and just want to throw fist at
Oh,
people.
real?
and-
Literally.
But that's what the security's there is for.
Yeah,
And, like
true.
I've talked to the security guards. Sometimes there's a big, massive brawl going on. I'm like, oh god, no! Oh. And then after it, they all get kicked. Like the people get kicked out. Security comes back in. I'm like, oh boys, like you're good. Like Jesus, I saw the punch. Oh
Yeah.
damn, you got hit a couple of times. They're just there like, yeah, I love it.
That's probably what they like wait for.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, legit. They're just like, yeah, I'm usually bored half the time.
Yeah.
So like when these fights happen, it's like, let's go. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we're
oh
on.
my
Yeah.
god. Meanwhile, I'm hiding behind the DJ booth. Like,
Just like,
yeah,
yeah, whoa.
yeah, put him in a headlock. Yeah, but yeah, no, the security's all there. There is some. Oh yeah, I've had one time I thought I was gonna get like absolutely killed. Well, not
Real.
killed, no.
Yeah, but,
Like
Closer.
damage.
clickbait. Joe
Yeah.
Waterhouse thought he was gonna die.
So yeah, pretty much I had this there was like this person who brought a booth and his girl came into the DJ booth and she was just like dancing beside me, but she was talking to me at the same time.
Yeah.
But I knew that it was his girl and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
going anywhere near you because that guy looks scary.
Yeah.
And so she was there dancing, trying to talk to me. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And
Yeah.
just keep doing
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
And then next minute he comes over and he like taps me on the shoulder. I'm like, oh no, here we go.
Yeah.
And he's like, mate, what are you doing with my girl? I'm like, oh, what do you mean? I'm just DJing. He's
Yeah.
like, no, you're like, my girl's right next to you. I go, oh, no. And with that, she stepped in, thank God.
Yeah.
And she stepped in and then pretty much they had an argument right beside me while I was DJing. I'm like, oh my God. And here's the best side about the story.
Yeah.
He just goes, I'm so sorry, whips out his wallet and just starts showering 50s over the deck.
No way.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he just walks off. And I just grabbed the money, put it in my pocket, didn't count. I think I got like $350 for that.
What?
Holy crap.
Yeah. Best tip of my life. Oh, yeah. So I was like, thank you for
That is nuts.
not hurting me. That would have been very awkward if the music just stopped. And
Yeah.
there's me on,
Just-
Fully
asleep.
knocked out.
Just, yeah. So, yeah, no, that was probably one of my scariest moments, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's loose.
That's
Yeah.
hectic. So like with that as well, like you obviously get some like Gold Coast white girls coming to you.
Yeah.
My question is, those like song requests, are they annoying? Why or why not?
So sometimes, like, I think I'm going to say 10%.
Yeah.
10% of the time, they're good. 10% of the
Yeah.
time, they actually put up a song. It's like, it fits the genre that
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
in. It fits
Yeah.
the right BPM that we're in. And everything's all good. And I go, that's a good song.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to
All
play
right,
that.
yeah.
I respect you.
Yeah. But then you get other people that you're playing like something else and it's nothing to do with the genre, nothing to do with the BPM that you're
Yeah.
in. And it's just like something ridiculous. And you're like, where did this idea pop in your head? Go, we're listening to Titanium. You're like, you know what would be good right now? Bloody Sweet Caroline. Like, No, it's not the time right now. Like, there's moments and times, you know. So no, they can get very annoying because sometimes they even get like they have 5 mates.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, okay, well, he didn't say yes to me, so
Oh.
I'm going to go get my mate to do it. And so you have like 5 people and you're like,
Same song.
damn,
You're
why
like,
is
no.
everyone yeah. When did this thing become a trend? And then you finally realize they're all part of one
Huddled
big
together.
fat group. Yeah, and they all become Karens at the same time.
What do? You just go, yeah, and then just never do it.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Or
you get
do
to
you
that.
just say no?
Usually I just say, like, if they
Yeah.
come up to me and I don't want to play, I go, oh, nah, probably not tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they keep harassing you, so then you
Yeah.
just keep going.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it's coming.
yeah.
It's coming.
Or you say yes to a song and they expect it to be like the next song.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're like, hey, I said yes to the song. Just be grateful that I
Yeah.
said
Hold on,
yes.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
patient.
Yeah.
But I've got to build it into a certain way for that song to hit right. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just like fade out. Like some songs you can just like, you know,
Yeah.
reverb out and it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
But there's other songs where it's like, okay, I actually need to build this up and
Yeah.
then drop that song. Or
Yeah.
I need to go down this path to make that song like hit how it should be.
Yeah, 100%.
And so, yeah, there's some people are just very rude about it all and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which sucks because having song requests and like kind of fitting the crowd is like what we're meant to do.
yeah,
And
part of it, yeah.
it's like I want to, but sometimes the songs just suck.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
get,
dry.
get a better song
Yeah.
first
What's
and then
the
come
worst?
back to me.
Yeah.
Worst song request.
What do you really want to know? The
Yeah,
worst?
yeah. 100%.
When they get the name wrong
Oh, that's true.
and yeah, they get the name wrong and they expect me to know it. I've had
Do you
one.
have like a good example? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I do have a good.
Yeah.
I have 2 good examples. The main one is the apple bottom jeans.
Oh,
Mate,
facts.
I've had so many people come up to me. It started off as a joke at the start, like apple
Yeah.
bottom jeans. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one comes up. Apple bottom jeans, really? Then another one comes up. Okay, this is going too far.
Yeah.
It's a full blown thing that everyone thinks apple bottom jeans. Like
That's
low
what it's called.
is apple
Yeah.
bottom jeans. Yeah. But the best one that I reckon I had one guy come up to me and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, you know that song by Fleetwood Mac? And I go, yeah, which one?
Yeah.
He's like, you know, the one that makes your hips move like this. Yeah. I know that song. Yeah. Oh,
It's that one. It's
that
that
makes
one.
your hips move. Like, gotcha.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. It's on next.
Cute next. Cute
Yeah.
next.
He fully bleeped me, walked off, comes back like 10 minutes later. Where's my song? I don't know your song. How am I meant to know from your hips move? You're bloody joking. So
That's crack up.
yeah. That one's my favorite one though. The hips move like this. That
Yeah.
one's a good one.
Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah.
I rate it. Do you have any questions? I've asked heaps, but
Like the funniest thing you've seen in the crowd.
yes.
I had one that just happened the other week, and there's probably been a whole heap of funny things in the crowd.
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
just can't remember, but this one got me cracking up laughing. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
this kid was on the dance floor absolutely like tearing it up, doing his weird moves or whatever. Everyone's getting around him like, oh my God, yeah. Next minute, he gets on the ground and he looks like one of those kids that can do like backflips.
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
weird, like cool things,
Yeah.
like, right? And he gets on the ground on his back and he goes to like propel himself back up, like back onto his feet. He legit just goes up and body slams back to the ground. And then he spins back over, does some weird thing, and then hops back up like nothing happened. It's like, no, everyone saw it.
Everyone knows what you just did.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a ninja. I was like, this is going to be sick. No, he just back flop back onto the ground. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that could have hurt. But
Do you have like a mic in with you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you like egg stuff on? Do you like ever like
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd egg on, but like you know?
When it comes to like the crowds, I don't really egg stuff
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
If
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
because I don't know, there's like kind of a thing where it's like you can't
Yeah.
get
fair.
things too
Yeah.
hyped sometimes
Yeah, it's
because
fair.
then things just start happening
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
security's like, why'd you hype them up like that?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't really hop on the mic besides the good old like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, put your hands up.
Yeah.
yeah, like, you know, just that type of hyping up.
Yeah,
But
no, don't.
yeah, I don't really like see a dance battle. I'm like, yeah, go on, do a backflip, do a flip. Yeah.
No, that's quality. Do you have anyone like that you like really looked up to? Because obviously got big DJs like the Fish, like all of those guys
Yeah,
who are like
yeah.
made it. Do you have anyone you look up to?
Yeah, so my big one, I guess when I first started DJing was like the Chainsmokers.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay.
They,
I was talking to some, I can't remember who, but I was talking about the other day. I was like, you know who's underrated? The Chainsmokers.
Yeah,
Now
facts.
it's
They got
all I
some
listen to
bangers.
on the way to gym and
Yeah.
then at gym, John Waterhouse.
Yeah. No, there we go. We're pretty much right underneath each other. I like this. I like it. Yeah, no, pretty much the Chainsmokers, Zed, Dylan Francis.
Yo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think they're like my top 3, and then there's like a whole heap of other artists that I just can't think of. And
Yeah.
after this, I'll be like, oh, this one, damn.
That always happens, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no, they're definitely my top 3. Yeah, Chainsmokers did a massive part for me with like how everything is. And then before Chainsmokers, like when I was like, you know, a kid or whatever, I think it was like DJ Eworm, if you've
Yeah,
ever
right.
heard of it. Yeah,
Nothing.
The
Oh, yo.
Super Mash Bros, like, and they're just like pure like mashup masters.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
right.
sick.
they brung out like the yearly mixes and stuff like that.
Facts. I
Yeah.
remember, I used to
Yeah.
watch those. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole
so
year
I like
rewind. Yeah.
downloaded them, and I would know them like word for word.
No
like
way.
I was obsessed with all that stuff, and I think that's the reason why I'm like so obsessed with like all these mashups and
Yeah.
like how it all goes. Like pretty much everything in my set should have words to
Yeah.
it, some type of sing along
Yeah.
words
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Yeah, not really too much of like just an instrumental or
Yeah.
like anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think they definitely created a lot to how I DJ.
Yeah.
And then Chainsmokers, I think, is like, you know, I saw them live and I was just like, oh my God, this is what I
That's
want.
sick.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
sick.
this is it. So yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Is that like the dream to get like that big? Like what's,
I think so. Like I mean, my dream at the start when I first started DJing was just to make it in the
yeah,
clubs.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Just to that was like my thing. Like if I can make it in the clubs, I think a little bit of me was actually like, if I make it in the clubs, I've made it worldwide. this is where I meet Chainsmokers. But, no, it was always just to make it into the clubs. That was my thing. And now that I've made it into the clubs, I'm like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
I'm here. And it was pretty upsetting, I guess, because I thought the clubs was going to be like way more like
Yeah.
massive. and
Yeah.
everything like this. And there's a lot of work behind
Yeah.
the club scene, like with what you can play, when to
Yeah,
play, doing
okay.
a 3-hour set, like
Yeah.
it compared to a 1-hour set or a 1.5-hour set, like you can do so much. Like
Yeah.
you can make the best set in a 1.5 hours, but
Yeah.
3 hours to stretch that all the way out and make sure that everyone's having a good time that whole time.
Yeah.
And you don't, if you're doing the open, you don't burn it all out. So
Yeah.
the second DJ doesn't have a crowd or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot to it with the clubs. So yeah, now that I've got to the clubs, I'm like, you know what? The next step is to like, you know, go state or whatever, go
Yeah.
to other clubs around Australia
yeah,
or whatever
cool.
like that. And then I guess the biggest one will be festivals. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
from there,
true.
it'll be to go international festivals or international clubs and
that'd
stuff
be
like
so
that. But
cool.
so sick.
it's all
Yeah.
one step at a time. At the end of the day, it's not like, yeah, if it happens, it happens. I know it's all about working hard and
Yeah.
Yeah.
really just pushing yourself and believing in yourself to get
Yeah.
there. So
100.
Sick.
yeah.
Starts with the Ladder Climbers podcast. That's what's
Yeah, this is where it all happens. Chainsmokers. I'm going.
Big platform, big platform.
okay.
What's like, do you remember the first like that type of song you listened to? I reckon mine was Bangarang. by
Bangarang.
Skrillex.
Yeah.
Skrillex
That's
is the big
like
one.
my first ever
Yeah,
one that I
Skrillex is the
listened
big
to.
one.
That one still goes off.
I love that song.
dropping
Flume.
that.
Flume.
Flume and
That's why, yeah.
Flume.
Yeah.
That's what I listen
Facts.
to, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have one question, then we'll get into our favorite segment, I reckon. So if you weren't a DJ
Yeah.
on the Gold Coast, would you still be in the club scene? Like, because it's, that's a,
So I probably wouldn't. If
Yeah,
I
okay.
wasn't a DJ,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I probably wouldn't because I used to be a greenskeeper before this on a golf course.
yeah,
Right.
okay.
And I did that for like, since I was like 14 or something.
Whoa.
all the way through till I was like, what, 20, 23, 24.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so that's what I did. And then at one point there, like everyone was like, oh, you know, go get yourself a trade or something like that.
Yeah.
So I went off
Yeah.
and did plastering for like 2 years or something
Yeah,
like
right.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Did plastering. And then I was like, yeah, not really for me. I'll go back to greenskeeping.
Yeah.
At least I know how to like
Yeah.
do somewhat of that. And
Yeah.
I have a good time there and everything like that. Hated the early morning wake ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that sucks.
besides that, I always had a good time there, made it fun. But yeah, I'd probably still be doing that. I don't know what I'd be
Yeah.
doing if
Yeah.
I never got into DJing. But now that I've got into DJ and I'm like, this is like my only job now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing anything else.
That's
Everything's
cool.
about DJing and
Yeah.
my music and just where I need to go in life. I'm kind of like, if for some reason I just drop off like with DJing or music, it just doesn't hit the same anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I'll ever go back to a job
Yeah.
that to any job type thing. It'll be something that I want to do.
Yeah.
Something that I will be creating. I don't know what job it will be, but it'll be something where I'm in control
Yeah, that's cool.
and I get to do my own thing and I get to create something different for the world or whatever like that. I don't think I'll ever go back to a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, I think that's cool though, because like
Yeah.
in like today's world, you can do like what you're passionate about.
Yeah,
Just sick,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, and with social media, like that's the best way of pushing it all. Like to show everyone like how passionate you are, or how like where you want to take your project, and stuff like that. So
No, that's awesome.
yeah,
Well,
I love this.
the segment sponsored by
Sponsored by Prime.
Prime?
One day we
Drink
want to
Prime?
be
one
sponsored by
day. Yeah,
Prime.
no, hey,
Yeah.
believe,
Believe,
Yeah.
That's
believe.
at Drink Prime. Okay,
Climb the ladder.
climb the ladder.
It's like rapid fire questions.
Yeah, but they're not
But
rapid
they
fire.
don't really, they never end up being
Yeah,
rapid
you
fire.
can speak as long as you want.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. First question: your favorite song to do at the moment?
My favorite song to do at the moment. Oh, I actually love dropping Fireworks by Katy Perry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
it back.
Exactly it.
Yeah.
I think everyone's like, it's just in the background there, but I'm
Yeah.
like, let's chuck it back
Yeah.
in. You know what? 9 times out of 10, everyone sings along. Everyone is there to sing Fireworks as
Yeah.
loud as
Facts,
they
yes.
can. Yeah. So that's been my new big one that
Wow.
I'm dropping like when I can at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, that's
one.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All-time song request.
All-time song. Well, personally for me, everyone likes attacking me with apple bottom jeans. So that one's always one. But besides that one, I think I don't even know besides that one. It's just
Yeah.
all random,
Apple
really
bottom jeans.
bad.
Yeah, apple bottom jeans.
Really bad song requests that I'm always saying no to pretty much.
Okay. The next question. So it's a bit of a gross one, but has anyone vomited on you like in the clubs before?
On me?
Yeah. On
no,
you.
no.
Have you seen it happen though? On other person?
No, I've luckily not been
part of that.
anywhere near vomit or
Brilliant.
seen anyone vomit. There was one time though where I was playing close.
Yeah.
The club was all sweet.
Yeah.
Had people all in there, sick, can't wait to be in there. I ended up going outside, I think going off, seeing a couple of DJs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
come back in, and next minute the club was like cleared.
No way.
And I'm like, what how did we get to this
Yeah,
point?
yeah.
Like, what? And pretty much they said this guy just projectile vomited
No.
on the dance floor and then all the way down, like, till he was out.
No
What?
way.
And apparently this vomit, like, reeked. Like,
Oh,
absolutely
yuck.
stunk. So it stunk out the whole club. Legit, all the staff are there with, like, air wick, like, spraying. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, they explained the whole story, and I was like, great. We are
Oh.
in for a good night then,
Yeah.
aren't we? So,
That's
yeah,
rough.
That did some damage, but I'm glad I missed out on that because I imagine
Yeah.
being stuck in the DJ booth while
Yeah.
Definitely.
with that stink apparently. Ugh.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you kind of asked it, like with the previous question, but your best sing along in your opinion?
The best sing along always works with Hey Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Baby. That one actually legit goes with any genre.
Yeah,
Any,
okay.
any like age, anything like.
Yeah.
You could be stuck and being like, oh, I don't think they're vibing this BPM or this genre anymore.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up, and you just chuck on Hey Baby, and it legit just resets the resets the room. Like everyone there's just like, oh, okay, and then just starts yelling Hey Baby. So that one is always a good one. That's always a go-to for me.
Yeah.
It's quality. Okay.
Yeah.
This one, we kind of asked it before as well, but would you rather have a Gold Coast white girl ask for a song the entire night or DJ at a boring function?
Oh no! DJ at a boring function or white girl annoying me for the whole night. I think I'm gonna have to go the function.
No
I
way.
think I'm gonna have to go the function. That like them coming up to you and then coming up the whole night.
Yeah.
By the end of it, you just want to go WWE on them and swanton bomb them off the freaking, you know. So yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go the boring function because it's so
That's rough.
annoying
Yeah, it would be.
sometimes, and sometimes it just gets you so down because
Yeah.
they don't just say the song request, like they give it to you as well.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, you're being like rude to me.
Yeah.
You know, what
No,
really makes
yeah.
you think that I'm going to do it now?
Yeah.
Just because you're swearing at me. Like, yeah. So yeah, no, boring function the whole way.
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one. Bit of a serious one, but what skills do DJs need to become successful? What skills? Best skills?
Oh,
say.
damn. Well, probably the biggest one is like, you know, knowing your music.
Yeah.
Knowing how, knowing pretty much the basics of how to mix, but I think it's like mainly knowing your music, knowing what drop is going to hit,
Yeah,
knowing
yeah.
what song should come after this song. And then it's also like after that, it would be like reading the crowd.
Yeah.
Do they like this genre I'm in? Like, should I change it up? Let's see if I go into this one, do I know how to quickly escape out of that genre if they don't like that?
Yeah.
And move on. And then probably once you know that, like I'd say it'd be like your social skills.
Yeah. Okay.
Social skills would be massive because even though, you could have those things, just going around to every club, like what I was saying before, going around to every club, just introducing, showing your face, just having a good time in the club and making it a vibe as well. And like, just being there, getting to know the bartenders, getting to know the management, getting to know the DJs, and just having fun with everyone and just socializing. That's a massive thing as well, because then you get put into everyone's head, and then when it does come to that time where they need a DJ for some random reason,
They're like, oh,
they kind of go, well, let's give this guy a shot. Let's see how he goes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest step for everyone is when it does come to that moment, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
You need it and that was the thing that I think I was so grateful for, is that it didn't happen when I was 18 when I got into the clubs. It happened when I was 23 because if I got in there any age before 23, I reckon I would have died in the club. Like, I was not ready. As much as I thought I was ready, I was nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Like the amount of songs, I think I've got like 8,000 songs.
Wow.
And so, and
crazy.
even with that on a night out, it's still like so hard. It's like still so hard to sometimes read the crowd on what they want. Even though I've got this big, massive library of all these songs, it's like it's still playing them at the right times in the right order and everything like that. Yeah, you just need to know what you're doing there. So yeah, when it does come to that point, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that sucks, is I think a lot of people get a chance and they're not ready.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they have their one night in the club or whatever, and they go, oh, I did awesome. And management always lies and they go, yeah, you did great. And then really behind the scenes, they go, don't bring him back. But then that ruins it for like the next time. And it's like, even though it like the next time could be in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So not much has changed in that time. They could have learnt so much from that club, that clubbing experience. And they, in that 2 weeks, they could get so much more music and so much more organized on how to actually play to a crowd.
Yeah.
And so, it does suck that they can burn their name like straight away like that.
Okay.
And I was very lucky that when I played, I got,
Yeah.
I kept getting repeated gigs and everything like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I did get dropped like within
Really?
the first 3 months, my
Wow.
first time.
Wow.
So I actually thought, yep, I can do this DJing thing all by myself. Don't have to have another job.
Yeah.
Pretty much quit my job. Gave 2 weeks notice. Everything was going good.
Yeah.
Came to the week that I quit my job, and then I played 1 or 2 gigs at in the clubs, and then after that I was done. I didn't do a good set.
No
or something.
way.
Wow.
They just didn't want me anymore.
That's crazy.
And so then I was only doing F45 once a week. Luckily, that only happened for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I had
okay.
a bit of money banked up.
yeah.
And then I eventually got into another little club.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, sweet. I'm in this little club. Not many people come in, but I'm going to try and make it the best club I can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to like practice as much as I can in this club. So if I do get another chance in the bigger clubs,
Yeah.
I'm ready this time.
Yeah.
Like next time I play, they're gonna make sure that I stay there.
Yeah.
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 And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I think I was at this little club for like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 months,
Wow.
just at this little club. But because I was still in Surface, I would still go around to every single club.
Yeah.
Show my
Cool.
face.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
to people. Have
Yeah.
fun with
Yeah,
everyone, you
smart,
know?
yeah.
And then I'd go off and do my gig.
Yeah.
And so even though I wasn't in these big clubs and I was still DJing and making sure that I was ready for when someone does say, hey, you want this gig,
Yeah.
I'm going to give them an impression and they're going to want me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Took me another 3-4 months or whatever. Got back into a big club and they were just like, yep, we're happy with you. Like you're back on. And then because I was connecting with all these clubs, the next minute, I think it just got warmer. Like winter's always hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think it just got to summer and everyone was like, oh, we need DJs. Like, yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
next minute I was in all these different clubs all at the same time. And then that's when just things just started
Yeah.
popping off.
That's so good.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scary moment where I fully quit my job and then got sacked from everything. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here was my dreams. This place. But no, it was the best experience ever because I probably wouldn't be the DJ I am right now if I didn't get that moment where they cut me off and put me right down to rock bottom. I thought I was done.
Yeah.
So it was a really scary moment, but it made me make sure that next time I went into that club, I'm gonna absolutely
Yeah, that's
kill
cool.
it
Yeah.
and make sure that they want me back. And
Yeah.
ever since then, I think I've had that mindset every single week that I'm like, I need to make sure that I play the best I can,
Yeah.
make a name, and
Yeah.
it's if I can bring people into the club, then sick. But if I don't bring anyone into the club or I just hold the people there,
Yeah.
that's enough.
That's yeah.
And that my music is on point and it's good for the management and everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well,
Awesome.
it's been awesome having you on. That's the questions.
That's us.
That's us.
How good.
New song, Limitless.
Yes.
Check it out.
When's it out?
I think it's the 10th of November.
Check
10th
it
of
out.
November.
It's coming.
10th of
It's coming
November. It's
anyway.
coming.
Can they pre-save?
They can, yes.
Yeah.
Link in your
There's
bio.
a link in my bio. Yeah.
Instagram, Jibe,
Jai Waterhouse
DJ.
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 Yeah.
Boom.
Drink Prime.
Drink Prime.
Woo!
See you
We'll
later.
catch you next time.
Bye.